Ross Ulbricht, the creator of dark web marketplace Silk Road, has been pardoned by President Trump.
Finally, Donald Trump has fulfilled his promise to the crypto community, and we are going to have an alt season very soon. But before we talk about what he has done, let's listen to what he promised to crypto people.
If I am elected, it will be the policy of my administration, United States of America, to keep 100% of all the Bitcoin the U.S. government currently holds or acquires.
Start with the 210,000 Bitcoin that President Trump just mentioned, and that's only the beginning. Over 5 years, the United States will assemble 1 million Bitcoin, 5% of the world's supply.
President Donald Trump's executive order on cryptocurrency has sent shockwaves through the financial world, marking a pivotal moment in the history of digital assets. This unprecedented move not only legitimizes cryptocurrencies, but also positions the United States at the forefront of the digital asset revolution. The order's key objectives are far-reaching and transformative. The cross-agency task force will ensure a coordinated approach to crypto policy, potentially streamlining regulations and fostering innovation. Exploring a U.S. central bank digital currency, CBDC, could revolutionize monetary policy and financial inclusion. Developing regulatory and tax frameworks will provide much-needed clarity for businesses and investors in the crypto space. Investigating blockchain technology for government operations could lead to increased efficiency and transparency in public services. However, the most groundbreaking aspect of this order is the directive for the Treasury Department to begin stockpiling Bitcoin as part of the nation's strategic reserves. This move is nothing short of revolutionary, effectively placing Bitcoin on par with gold and other strategic assets. The implications for the crypto market are monumental. As the US government begins to accumulate Bitcoin, we can expect to see a surge in institutional adoption and a significant increase in Bitcoin's price. Analysts predict that this could trigger a bull run unlike anything we've seen before, with some projecting Bitcoin prices to reach unprecedented heights. The influx of government funds into Bitcoin is likely to create a scarcity effect, driving up demand and prices. Moreover, the legitimacy conferred by this move could open the floodgates for institutional investors who have been hesitant to enter the crypto market due to regulatory uncertainties. Conservative estimates suggest that Bitcoin could easily surpass its previous all-time high, with some analysts projecting prices of $150,000 to $250,000 per Bitcoin within the next 12 months. More bullish predictions even suggest the possibility of Bitcoin reaching $1 million per coin in the long term. This executive order is not just a win for Bitcoin, but for the entire cryptocurrency ecosystem. As Bitcoin's value increases, we can expect to see a ripple effect across other cryptocurrencies and blockchain projects. The increased attention and investment in the space are likely to accelerate technological advancements and mainstream adoption of blockchain technology. And Donald Trump even said that we are going to make US the crypto and AI capital of this world, which is quite big considering US the biggest controller of global money. In another surprising development, President Trump has fulfilled his campaign promise to pardon Ross Ulbricht, the founder of the infamous dark web marketplace Silk Road. This decision has reignited debates about criminal justice reform and the nature of internet freedom. Ross Ulbricht, known online as Dread Pirate Roberts, created Silk Road in 2011 as an online marketplace that operated on the dark web. The site became notorious for facilitating the sale of illegal drugs, weapons, and other illicit goods using Bitcoin as its primary currency. In 2013, Ulbricht was arrested and later convicted on charges including money laundering, computer hacking, and conspiracy to traffic narcotics. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, a punishment that many viewed as excessively harsh. Ulbricht's case became a rallying point for digital rights activists, libertarians, and crypto enthusiasts who argued that his sentence was disproportionate to his crimes. Many saw Silk Road as an experiment in free market principles and viewed Ulbricht as a political prisoner. Protests and petitions calling for Ulbricht's release have been ongoing since his imprisonment. Supporters argued that the creation of Silk Road was an act of civil disobedience against the war on drugs, and that Ulbricht should not be held responsible for the actions of the site's users. Furthermore, in another groundbreaking development that signals a significant shift in how governments view digital assets, 11 US states have introduced legislation to include Bitcoin as part of their state reserves. This trend, which has gained rapid momentum, is being spearheaded by the Satoshi Action Fund, a cryptocurrency advocacy group that has been instrumental in drafting and promoting these bills across various state legislatures. The states that have introduced these bills include New Hampshire, North Dakota, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Texas, and Florida. While the search results don't explicitly name the remaining 5 states, they indicate that up to 20 states may be considering similar legislation by the end of 2025. These bills, which share almost identical language, propose allowing states to use taxpayer dollars to purchase and hold Bitcoin for a set number of years before potentially selling it off. The similarity in language across different state bills is not coincidental. Many of them are based on model legislation produced by the Satoshi Action Fund in September 2024. The proposed legislation varies slightly from state to state, but generally includes the following key provisions: authorization for state treasurers to invest in Bitcoin and other digital assets with market capitalizations exceeding a certain threshold, often $500 billion, which currently only includes Bitcoin. Allocation limits, typically ranging from 3% to 10% of state funds, including general funds, rainy day funds, and state investment funds. Mandatory holding periods, often requiring the Bitcoin to be held for at least 5 years before it can be sold. Security measures, including requirements for cold storage and geographically dispersed data centers. In some cases, provisions for accepting Bitcoin as payment for taxes, fees, and other state obligations. Proponents of these bills argue that including Bitcoin in state reserves could offer several benefits. Hedging against inflation. Bitcoin's fixed supply is seen as a potential safeguard against the devaluation of traditional currencies. Generating significant returns. Given Bitcoin's historical price appreciation, supporters believe it could provide substantial gains for state treasuries, positioning states as leaders in financial innovation. Adopting Bitcoin could attract investment and forward-thinking businesses. Diversifying state portfolios. Bitcoin is viewed as a new asset class that could help balance state investments. Lastly, let's turn our attention to Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, the world's largest asset management firm. Fink's views on cryptocurrency have undergone a dramatic shift in recent years, reflecting a broader change in institutional attitudes towards digital assets. So let's listen to him about his predictions of Bitcoin.
And that's okay.
To some extent.
Yeah, but that's okay, because if you're frightened of your debasement of your currency, or you're frightened of your economic or political stability of your country, you could have an internationally based instrument called Bitcoin that will overcome those local fears. And so I'm a big believer in the utilization of that as an instrument. And so if that becomes true, and you see that it could be a proper hedge against maybe hope security or equities.
Yeah.
The question is, could you see a 2 or 5% allocation? I was with a sovereign wealth fund during this week, and that was the conversation. Should we have a 2% allocation? Should we have a 5% allocation? If everybody adopted that conversation, it would be 500,000, 600,000, 700,000.
Now, as you may know, initially skeptical of Bitcoin, Fink now sees it as a potential store of value and hedge against inflation. He's compared it to digital gold and has overseen BlackRock's investments in Bitcoin mining companies and its application for a spot Bitcoin ETF. Fink has expressed particular interest in Ethereum and its smart contract capabilities. He believes that blockchain technology could revolutionize financial services by enabling more efficient, transparent, and secure transactions. Perhaps most importantly, Fink is now a vocal proponent of tokenization, the process of representing real-world assets on a blockchain. He envisions a future where everything from stocks and bonds to real estate and art could be tokenized, creating new investment opportunities and increasing market liquidity. As we wrap up today's show, It's clear that we're witnessing a pivotal moment in the evolution of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. From executive orders and high-profile pardons to state-level adoption and shifting institutional perspectives, the crypto landscape is changing rapidly. That's all for today's. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest in the world of cryptocurrency. Until next time, take care.